Good morning, students. Today I will explain you about the oxygen cycle and carbon cycle in class 9 biology. In the previous class I explained you about the nitrogen cycle and the water cycle. So you all know that in our atmosphere 21% of the oxygen is present. And oxygen is very essential for all of us because oxygen helps in respiration, and without oxygen a person cannot survive. So how the oxygen recycles in the atmosphere and how the recycling of the oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. So both the oxygen cycle and carbon cycle, they go one by one, because in oxygen cycle, as we all know, in the atmospheric oxygen, that is 21% of the atmospheric oxygen which is present, and this atmospheric oxygen, they are utilized by the animals and the other living organisms, because the animals, when they eat the food, this food is broken down in the presence of oxygen only, and this process is called respiration. And when this oxygen, in the presence of oxygen, when the food is oxidized, what do they release? They release carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide is taken by the green plants for photosynthesis. You all know that green plants do the process of photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll. So this carbon dioxide which is released by the human beings, they are now absorbed by the green plants. And as a result of the photosynthesis, again during photosynthesis what happens? This oxygen is liberated in the atmosphere. So this whole process you can see by the help of the equation. 6 molecule of carbon dioxide combined with 6 molecule of water in the presence of light and chlorophyll also. What do they produce? They produce glucose, and this glucose is taken by the human beings, and as a result of the respiration, the oxygen is liberated in the atmosphere. So this whole process of taking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, it goes on, and this is only called oxygen cycle. And it is very simple process, because here only two processes are involved. The first one is respiration, and another process is photosynthesis. So what is respiration? Respiration is the process in which the food is broken down in the presence of oxygen to release carbon dioxide, water and energy. Here I have written the equation C6H12O6. This is the glucose. When glucose is oxidized in the presence of oxygen, 6 molecule of oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide as well as water, and a lot of energy is released. So this process is called respiration. And another process is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the reverse of the respiration. So what happens in photosynthesis? The 6 molecule of carbon dioxide combined with 6 molecule of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to produce glucose as well as oxygen. So this oxygen which is released as a result of photosynthesis is now utilized by the human beings, by the living organism for respiration. So this cycle goes on, and this is only called oxygen cycle. Now if we come to the carbon cycle is also related somehow to the oxygen cycle, because as I told you, in oxygen cycle what happens? We are taking oxygen and we are releasing carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is taken by the green plants. And in the same way, in the carbon cycle, as I told you that during photosynthesis what happens? The green plant, they take carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they produce food. So here ultimately the carbon in the form of carbon dioxide, they are utilized by the green plants because they are in the combined state, we can say. And as a result of photosynthesis, again oxygen is liberated in the atmosphere. Another process which is involved in the carbon cycle is burning. Whenever we burn anything, we all know that wood, coal, all they contain carbon. And when the carbon combines with oxygen, and anything burns in the presence of oxygen only. So when carbon combines with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide again goes into the atmosphere. And this carbon dioxide is again taken by the green plant during photosynthesis for making the food. So here what we are doing, that we are burning anything, we are burning the fossil fuel, we are burning the wood, coal, whatever, and everything burns in the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide again goes into the atmosphere, and in the combined state they combine with the plants when they are absorbed by the plants during photosynthesis, and the plants again release oxygen. So this is about burning. Now second is the carbonates. We all know that there are many stones or minerals which are in the carbonate state, like calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate. So there also means the carbon is present in the combined state. So there also we can say the carbon which is present in the earth crust or in the water bodies, or the animals which their shells are also made up of the carbon, like tortoise or any animals whose shells are hard. So that is also made of the calcium. Calcium carbonate. So there also the carbon is present, and beside this, the carbon monoxide is released only when anything burns in the little amount of oxygen. When anything burns in the excess amount of oxygen, or we can say in the sufficient oxygen is there, then it produces carbon dioxide gas. When any thing is burned in the little supply of oxygen, then they produce carbon monoxide gas, and carbon monoxide is more harmful gas than the carbon dioxide gas, because once it is inhaled by the human beings, it combines with the hemoglobin and forms carboxyhemoglobin. So but here we are talking about the carbon cycle. So carbon monoxide gas also helps in the carbon cycle, means the anything when we are burning and they are not getting proper supply of oxygen, then the carbon monoxide gas is formed, and this also carbon monoxide gas goes into the atmosphere, and it also takes the form of the carbon. And this carbon monoxide gas also, especially the carbon dioxide gas, which when they are released in the excess amount in the atmosphere, they are also called the global warming, because carbon dioxide is a warm gas, and when they goes into the atmosphere, this warm gas, when they increase in amount, that lead to global warming. And as a result of the global warming, what is going on today, that the glaciers have started melting, and at such speed, if it takes place, means if the pollution takes place at a high speed now, and we will not control the pollution, then what will happen is the amount of carbon dioxide will increase in the atmosphere, and it will lead to the global warming. And as a result of the global warming, most of the glaciers will melt, and the earth, or we can say the whole water bodies, will be filled with the water. The level of the water will increase in the water bodies, and ultimately the earth will be submerged in the water. So here it is about the global warming, but if we talk about the carbon cycle, so these all are the processes which are involved: photosynthesis, burning, carbonates which are present in the shells and all. And here also the two processes occurs in the carbon cycle, that is the respiration and the photosynthesis. Because in the respiration also, what glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen to release carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide again goes into the atmosphere, and when this carbon dioxide is absorbed by the green plant, again the plants are eaten by the living organisms. So this ultimately goes to the living organisms, and when the living organisms they die, again this carbon which are present in the body of the living organism, when they die, they ultimately come to the soil or to the atmosphere. So this cycle goes on, and this is only called the carbon cycle. So these two are the cycle which I want to discuss today, that is the oxygen cycle and the carbon cycle. And tomorrow I will give you the notes of this exercise or this chapter. Thank you.